Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will learn how to create a new project in Vivado. So first of all, you need to install Vivado, and I have already installed Vivado in my computer. So let's double click on Vivado to start this software. So let's wait for some time to start Vivado as it takes some time depending on your system specification. So if you need to install it in your PC which has very good specification, otherwise you will face lagging issues. As you can see here, it is taking some time to start it. So let's wait for some time while it is starting. Okay, it is finally started. So it is always recommended to install Vivado in your PC which has really good specification if you want to get good user experience. So here you can see in the TCL console the start underscore GUI command is executed when you start your software. So let's click on the create new project. So as I already click on this create project, a new window will pop up. So this window will pop up with name of new project. Here you need to simply click on this blue button next. So I click on it. Here you can give your project a name. So in this case, let's give it a name like YouTube project. Okay, so here you can select the directory by clicking on this three dot button where you want to save your project. So I simply leave it as its default. So now click on next. As I already created the project with the same name, so you have to change the name of your project. This is also some learning point for you. It is not recommended to create multiple projects with the same name, otherwise you will face some unknown behavior. So now let's click on next. As what it is saying that this project is already exist. Even I changed the name to project 1, still it is not creating this project. So let's simply give it a name only YouTube. Then next. Okay, here you need to select on RTL project and click on do not specify sources at this time. Now click next, and here you need to switch to boards tab. Okay, here there are two ways by which you can select your desired FPGA. One is the filter option from where you can select your vendor. For example, let's select Digilent, and here you will see all the boards available from the Digilent in INC. So let's select RTZ710 board, as this board is shown here. The next method is you can leave these filters as it is by default, and you can search your board by typing the name of your board here, for example RTZ7. One informative point I want to add here: if your board which you want to search does not list under this search, you need to add the board files in your Vivado installation directory where you install your Vivado. For that, I already created a separate video in which I explain the whole procedure, how you can add board files if you want to work on some board which is not available by default in Vivado. For example, RTC720 board files are not available in Vivado by default, so you need to manually add the board files for some boards if you want to work on boards which are not available by default in Vivado. So in my case, I already added RTZ720 board files manually in the installation directory of the Vivado software. For if you were not able to find the board files here, then you need to follow that video. First I will provide the description to that video in the description of this video, and you need to actually download the board files from some GitHub directory, which will also provide the link in this video. So after you add the board files manually in the in the installation directory where you install the Vivado, then these board files will show up here. Then you need to select your desired board and click next, and finally it show up the project summary here. So the family of FPGA selected, and its package type and speed rate all will show up here, and then finally you can click finish, and we are done. We are successfully created our first project in Vivado. Okay, so here by going into it, going into tools and then going into settings, you can change the settings of your project. For example, by default the target language which the Vivado choose for you is very low. If you want to work on VHDL, if you want your to generate your wrapper, which is the concept I will explain in the coming videos, the top module you want to generate in by default it generates in Verilog. So if you want to generate it in VHDL, then you need to go here in under the tools and in the settings menu, and you need to select VHDL here, and then you need to click on apply and click OK. In this way you can change the different settings of your project according to your requirement. I hope this video will help you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I am planning to make a complete series on development using Vivado software. So thank you for watching.